obesity, and how to prevent it. More and more research is being directed to obesity prevention. The disease is now a global health epidemic affecting more than 650 million people worldwide, according to World Health Organization. This is quite a significant number that calls for attention. The need to cut off this great number is therefore important. This video provides 4 secret ways that can be used to prevent obesity or deal with it when it is already existing. Overweight and obesity are defined as having abnormal or excessive fat accumulation in the body, which presents a risk to health. This can be determined through the calculation of BMI and other methods. A body mass index, BMI of over 25 is considered as overweight, while a body mass index equal or greater than 30 is considered obese.
Preventing obesity helps you to reduce your risk of a host of associated health issues, right from heart disease to diabetes to some cancers, and much more like hypertension, stroke, kidney diseases, osteoarthritis, gallbladder disease, among others.
Like many chronic conditions, obesity is preventable with a healthy lifestyle, staying active or exercising, following a healthy diet, getting adequate sleep and relaxation. These are 4 main strategies that we will ponder on to devolve specific reasons why they help prevent or even curb obesity. To prevent obesity or deal with it, do the following. 1. Have a healthy diet. 2. Do regular exercise. 3. Have enough sleep. And 4. Manage stress.
Obesity can be prevented by following basic principles of healthy eating. Make changes to your eating habits this way in order to help you lose weight and prevent obesity. 1. Eat 5 a day. Focus on eating at least 5 to 7 servings of whole fruits and vegetables every day. Fruits and vegetables constitute low-calorie foods. According to WHO, there is convincing evidence that eating fruits and vegetables contain higher amount of nutrients and are associated with a lower risk for diabetes and insulin resistance. Their fiber content particularly helps you feel full with fewer calories, helping to prevent weight gain. 2. Avoid eating processed foods. Highly processed foods, like white bread and many boxed snack foods, are a common source of empty calories, which tend to add up quickly. A 2019 study found that subjects who were offered a highly processed diet consumed more calories and gained weight, while those offered minimally processed diet ate less and lost weight.
The third dietary change one can make is to reduce sugar consumption. It is important to keep your intake of added sugars low. The American Heart Association recommends that the intake of added sugar should not exceed 6 teaspoons daily for women and 9 teaspoons for men. Major sources of added sugar to avoid include sugary beverages such as sodas and energy or sports drinks, grain desserts like pies, cookies, and cakes, fruit drinks, which are seldom 100% fruit juice, candy, and dairy desserts like ice cream.
Also, limiting artificial sweeteners is an appropriate way of reducing your risk for obesity and diabetes. If you feel you must use sweetener, then opt for a small amount of honey, which is a natural alternative. Skip saturated fats. A 2018 study shows that eating foods high in saturated fat contributes to obesity. Focus instead on sources of healthy fats that are monosaturated and polyunsaturated fats like avocados, olive oil, and tree nuts. Even with this, still healthy fats are recommended to be limited to 20% to 35% of daily calories, and people with elevated cholesterol or vascular disease may need an even lower level. Sip wisely. Drinking more water and avoiding sugary and energy beverages is a more healthier lifestyle. Unsweetened tea and coffee are fine too. Try and cook your own food at home and stop buying from sellers. And also try eating plant-based diet.
What is discussed so far are the changes you can make to your diet to prevent obesity. Now, let's move on to the other ways.
Another important way of preventing obesity or dealing with it is to exercise regularly. Most national and international guidelines recommend that the average adult get at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity per week. That means at least 30 minutes of physical activity per day, for 5 days in a week. The best exercise for maintaining a healthy weight is brisk walking, according to analysis of data from the 2015 Health Survey for England. Researchers found that individuals who walk at a brisk or fast pace are more likely to have lower weight, lower body mass index, and a lower waist circumference compared to individuals doing other activities. In addition, experts recommend keeping active throughout the day, whether by using a standing desk, taking frequent stretch breaks, or finding ways to work in walking meetings throughout your day. Relaxation. Chronic stress raises levels of stress hormone cortisol and leads to weight gain. It can also result in poor dietary choices, as cortisol and other stress hormones can increase carb cravings and make it difficult to exercise good judgment and willpower. Go for a daily walk, engage in regular yoga or tai chi, meditate, listen to music you love, get together with friends, or do whatever relaxes you and brings you joy. The role of sleep in overall well-being cannot be overstated. This extends to the goal of preventing obesity too. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends 7 or more hours of sleep for adults 18 and over, and even more sleep for younger people. Studies have linked later bedtimes to weight gain over time. One study, nearly 3,500 adolescents who were followed between 1994 and 2009, found that a later average bedtime during the workweek, in hours, from adolescence to adulthood was associated with an increase in BMI over time. In another study, researchers found that late bedtimes, and therefore less nightly sleep, for 4-year-old and 5-year-old children resulted in a greater likelihood of obesity over time. Specifically, the researchers found that the odds of becoming obese were higher for children who slept less than 9.5 hours per night, as well as for children who went to bed at 9 p.m. or later.
If you really want to prevent obesity, or you are obese already and wants to deal with it, you cannot exempt these 4 ways as part of your goal. Be consistent with these strategies and you will have a very good result. The end.
Please like, share, and subscribe.